my name is Shaina Franson, and I was the 2000 Clearfield County Fair Queen. And I currently am still part of the Clearfield County Fair Queen Committee here 26 years later. And today I'm here to talk to you a little bit about how great the great Clearfield County Fair is and what it has done for Clearfield County and its surrounding communities. So I've been part of the fair since I was very young. It's been a tradition in my family where I have came to the fair as a child and grew up here, and it really just meant so much to me, and that's what made me very excited. I always felt like I wanted to be part of it in some way. And so whenever I got old enough, I decided to compete for the Clearfield County Fair Queen competition. And that has brought me so much joy and so many memories and so many connections to our community. Being part of that committee has been just such a blessing in my life. I've met so many people and been able to have so many opportunities. It's really helped me even in my career currently. Just being able to have that opportunity to get on a stage and talk in front of people and build my public speaking and those kind of relationships. And then also the connections that I've been able to make with the community and even beyond. The Clearfield County Fair Queen does so much throughout the year. They travel all over the county promoting and being an advocate for agriculture and for our fair. And it being Pennsylvania's #1 industry, the Clearfield County Fair really is so important for that industry. Whenever we think about agriculture and you coming into the fair and you get to see our local farmers and all of the hard work that they put in each and every day, and then they get this moment where they get to showcase it here at the Clearfield County Fair in so many different ways, through their livestock, through different exhibits. So whenever you come to the fair, there are 3 main buildings that you can visit. There's the Expo 1, the Expo 2, and the Grange building. All of those are going to house all of the exhibits that we have here, other than our livestock, when you can travel around to all of the barns. Whenever I was first getting involved with the fair, I started out by entering things into the fair. And so you don't have to be somebody that has grown up on a farm or lives on a farm. Everyone can be part of the fair in some way. There's photography, there's culinary exhibits, so many options here for everybody. You can be just somebody, your local gardening, you can garden at home, and you can put your exhibits in. So everyone has an opportunity to showcase their talents here at the Clearfield County Fair. And so it reaches so many different opportunities for people. We get to highlight our 4-H and FFA members. Those children work so hard all year long to get their projects ready for the fair, and they're so excited whenever they go in and they look for that ribbon. And that's just been something that has been super special for me, not only for myself and putting in the exhibits, but now I've been watching my son grow up and do that as well, from the time he was really little, putting in arts and crafts and things that he made in school and entering it into the fair, into culinary as well. And the culinary things and some of the other exhibits also will go on to a state competition. So at the State Farm Show, our winners that are showcased here at the county are then featured at the State Farm Show. So my son has actually had an opportunity to put his famous chocolate chip cookies. We're Disney fans, so he likes to make the Grand Floridian chocolate chip cookies. So you gotta check those out sometimes when you're at the fair. And then he was able to compete at the state level. So our youth here gets to do that connection between here in our county to a broader level. There's so many great things about the Clearfield County Fair that is all about community and family. When I think about the fair, I think about the memories and the connections that I have made throughout the years. I like to think of it as an opportunity once a year to reconnect with some old friendships. So people come in and travel in. A lot of people will design their class reunions around this time and some of the local schools, so that people can come back to the community, and then they have that opportunity to really get together and connect with all of the people that mean so much to them from this area. So that is a huge piece to the Clearfield County Fair, is renewing those old friendships and then making new ones as well. And when I reflect back on my time as Fair Queen, the connections that I made and the friendships, and really we consider ourselves a fair family. I know that some of the girls that were on my court were in my wedding, and we have connected and stayed connected over the years. And then I even, my husband is part of the fair. He is the president of the Clearfield County Fair. And so I've been able to make those connections that have even extended well into my family and all of the fair board members. I also want to talk about that committee as well. That committee started out as being a representation of our 4 local fire companies in Clearfield. There were representatives from each of the 4 fire companies. When those consolidated into one, now we have just one fair board that is representative of it started as a compilation of those members and now has grown and has been expanding as we see that throughout the years. So they had a core committee, but the fair is so large. This one actually is the 4th largest in the entire state of Pennsylvania. So when you're coming here, you are getting a grand fair and a real showcase of Pennsylvania heritage, culture, history, and agriculture right here in Clearfield County. And those people, they were a smaller committee, and they have now expanded to a larger committee because it is such a grand event that we really need as many people as possible to be able to put that on. So they are, when I pulled in today, working hard already here almost a month before the event. They work all year round, 12 months out of the year. They go to a convention once a year in January in Hershey. That's another piece where we connect out to other parts of the state. We have those connections when we visit that convention and we see people from other fairs, and you can get ideas from what other people are doing at their fairs, and then we try to incorporate some of those new ideas while holding on to the traditions that make our fair so special. And getting to reconnect with those people from the different fairs and getting to have that opportunity is always a great time as well. And whenever we're thinking about some of the things that make the Clearfield County Fair so special, right now we are standing on our beautiful half-mile track in front of our grandstand. So there is entertainment that is happening here every single night during the Clearfield County Fair, and we really do get some big name entertainment. People will travel in from all over the state and even other states to see some of the entertainment that we have here. Whenever they put on shows at night, usually we have a standing room only here on the track and on the bleachers, and then ticketed seats up in the grandstand area. You always can find something for all different kinds of tastes and interests whenever we're talking about our entertainment that's here. So not only do we have these ticketed events, there's a lot of free entertainment at the Clearfield County Fair. There's the David Litz Memorial Stage up in the Grove. It's a great place to grab a cool lemonade, sit down in the shady pine trees, and then take in some of our local entertainment. So where we can get our up and coming artists and getting them an opportunity to showcase their talents here locally. And then there's also lots of other areas around the park that have shows and things that are free and included with the gate admission. So there's so many things that you can do here. And of course, you can't come to the fair without having some delicious food, right? Everybody has their favorites. I know I have my favorites over the years. And that's another great piece to reconnect. I know that I go to my favorite stands every year. The people that are working in there, they recognize you, they know you. It's a great way to just reconnect with everybody and just really get a taste of Clearfield County. And so when you go to every fair, there's some stands that are just unique for those fairs, and that's what makes everybody want to come back to your fair and visit for those certain foods that they only can get that 1 week out of the year. So that's a huge piece to the success of our Clearfield County Fair as well. We have a huge Midway here as well. We have been very lucky in the past few years to have Thomas and Powers, our new entertainment, and it is, you can get a wristband, ride all day. The kids love it. It's just like having an amusement park in your backyard, and they can spend that time with their friends and their family and enjoying that time. There's a kids' day that students can come in for free, and then it's a discounted price for the ride band for that day. So you want to make sure that you hit up all of those amusements as well. But let's talk a minute again about this track that we're standing on. Something that's really making our fair here at the Clearfield County Fair unique is that harness racing is occurring the first 4 days of the fair. So a fun fact is the Clearfield County Fair is one of only 14 fairs remaining that still has harness racing. There are 108 fairs across the state of Pennsylvania, and only 14 of them still have harness racing, and the Clearfield County Fair is one of those. So this is a perfect place. Dan and Gala are usually here up on stage, providing some entertainment in between the races. The horses race. The excitement is in the crowd. We also have an evening harness racing. That one is so much fun. If you've ever had going to the Kentucky Derby on your bucket list, you want to wear those fancy hats and feel like you're there at the horse races, you can have that feel right here at the Clearfield County Fair. They have a special evening where they have a hat derby contest. That's so much fun to join in. And so that the Historical Society of Clearfield puts that on. So we are always thankful for those partnerships. And so that's another really big thing about the fair are the community partnerships. We have so many sponsorships and community partners that really make this event happen and make it successful. And without those sponsorships and those partners, our fair wouldn't be able to exist. So we're very thankful for the local community. I know growing up, I used to work at our Kerwinsville GFWC Women's Club, had a booth here, and they sold chances for a $1,000 savings bond. And so it's a way for community organizations to come in and be part of this event and really support that community. This 1 week out of the year is the biggest tourism week for Clearfield County of the entire year. The hotels are booked. The businesses are buzzing. And even though there's so much food here, our local restaurants and things are still getting lots of customers out into the community because people are coming in to share this event with their family and friends. So you can't go wrong with being here at the Clearfield County Fair. It's just such a special event. I'm very thankful that I've had the opportunity to grow up and have this here. It's something that I look forward to every single year. It's a week that, we reconnect with, like I said, all of those memories and those friendships that you've made here, and you just look forward to it. And I just know how much it has meant to my family over the years, to be able to be connected to agriculture. My father grew up on a farm, and so that was something really important to me, was that he was teaching me from an early age about the agriculture. So even though I didn't grow up on a farm, I was able to follow our heritage and our traditions here at the fair, the same things that he grew up with, and now being able to pass that on to my son and my family, and my husband and I being very involved with the fair and just really enjoying our time here and with all of the people that put it on. And it truly takes an army of people to put this on. And what's so special about this fair is every single person that's putting that effort in to put this on, they absolutely love it. It's part of them. It's in their heart. And they pour it all into it. It's amazing to see the hours and hours of dedication that volunteers put in to making this event happen every year. One other really special event is the parade. Every Monday of the fair, it's a tradition. And not only does this grandstand light up, I can remember my father being on stage announcing the parade and being so excited about that. But the streets of Clearfield are just filled with people, just super excited. And it's a perfect connection of community with this event. It's an opportunity for those sports teams, that baseball team that just won a championship, to get to showcase their big ring on the float as they wave by and smile at their families. to our local bands and getting to highlight those, to different businesses and politicians that walk through and give to the community. There's just so many pieces to that event. That event can last anywhere from 3 to 3.5 hours of entertainment that you can get, and you don't even have to walk inside this park to feel all of that. But the excitement whenever all the bands are standing right here on this track and waiting to find out if they're going to be the one that wins that huge trophy is a lot of fun for everybody in our community as well. So you can't go wrong with the Clearfield County Fair. It is definitely something that we want to highlight for the 250th birthday of America. And I know that when we were talking about that parade, we have a fireworks display, and this year we're definitely going to be celebrating that. Also, going back to the exhibits for a minute, for the 250th anniversary and birthday of America and that we're celebrating, there are going to be some special exhibits this year as well. So there is a premium book that you can find online on clearfieldcountyfair.com, and you can look into what some of those new exhibits are, and there are some special ones just for this year for the 250th. So make sure you check those out, because you are going to want to walk away with that special 250th blue ribbon, and that's going to make you have a big smile on your face. So please come out, support the Clearfield County Fair, and celebrate here with us as we're celebrating America's 250th birthday. No better place to celebrate it than coming up this July at the 165th. Can you believe it? Already 165 years of tradition here at the Great Clearfield County Fair. Everyone is going to have an opportunity to see the fair this year, thanks to the Clearfield County America 250 Committee. They are providing free gate admission to everyone the Wednesday of the fair. So please come out the Wednesday of the Great Clearfield County Fair, because you can enter these gates for free. So all of that free entertainment, delicious food, getting to see all of the exhibits, it's all here for you to enjoy at no cost, thanks to that Clearfield County America 250 Committee. So thank you to them for really giving back to the community and giving everyone an opportunity to take in this year's 165th fair, and also for being able to celebrate America's 250th birthday.